Belly Flop, where you either make a splash, an ass out of yourself, or both. I am Alex.
And I'm CW. Welcome to the show. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another week of the Belly Flop. This is CW.
This is Alex.
Hope everyone's having a great week so far. It's almost the weekend. We're dropping this on Thursday like usual.
Yep, recording a little later than usual.
Yeah, kind of like it. A little middle of the week, easygoing, fun evening of recording and drinking.
That's right.
So we're having a classic Clockwork Tangerine IPA from Brewdog, courtesy of Stadium Spirits and Huntington Beverage Center.
Which we did learn you can buy into this company right now.
$60 for one share.
Yeah, I don't know. I looked it up and thought about it more. I don't know if it's worth it.
I feel like if we lived closer.
Yeah, the drive to Columbus to pick up your beer is a little rough, but, you know.
Other than that, I think it'd be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if we lived in Columbus and we liked their beer, I mean, obviously we do, I think it'd be a great fit.
Yeah, because you get discounts at their bars and hotels and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I think we could definitely get the money's worth out of it.
Right.
But it's that fall season still. It's still Halloween. I'm sure you noticed my neighbors across the street and their Halloween decorations.
It was a little dark. I'll have to check them out when I leave.
I say when you leave, yeah, there should be some purple lights covering a tree and some ghosts hanging from the tree.
I definitely should have noticed purple lights.
You should have noticed the purple lights.
Didn't even see them. It's the last week of October, so Halloween trick-or-treat's coming up.
Yep.
I think Jessica's still trying to figure out when trick-or-treat's going to be for us.
Yeah, it's like every city, every township has a different trick-or-treat night.
And this year's crazy. Anyway.
And then this year, who knows? I mean, I don't know if there's going to be the same amount of homes that, you can get candy at. I don't know if there's going to be people actually doing it.
Well, I know a lot of the trunk-or-treats have been canceled, which isn't a good sign for Halloween itself. Trick-or-treat itself.
I did see a gentleman on Facebook today had put a huge, I would call it almost like a Hot Wheels track type assembly to hand out candy to kids without actually having to be near them. So he could literally be at the top of his porch, drop a handful of candy down this glorified liquor luge type setup, and it goes in the kids'
They just hold their bag up?
bucket.
Or
Yeah.
pumpkin or whatever?
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I was giving him credit.
I'd probably do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, that way you just sit up on your porch and don't have to actually have people come near you.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have done that before COVID.
Right.
I mean, I would be all about it. No, get off my porch. Get off my grass.
Right. Well, but, some of the fun, when it's dark, though, it's hard to kind of see some of the costumes and stuff. And it's kind of fun to see what some of these kids come up with.
Sometimes the costumes are good.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the times they're just off the shelf.
Yeah.
Same old, same old.
You have those parents that go the extra mile.
Yeah, we are not those parents.
I believe that.
I'm pretty sure our costumes came courtesy of Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
And one is here. The other one, I don't know if it's here. Jessica said it might have been out of stock. So I don't know.
What are the kids going to be?
The youngest, Grayson, is going to be Marshall from Paw Patrol.
Okay.
So the Dalmatian fire dog.
Okay.
Parker is going to be a zombie football player.
Okay.
So, which we kind of have everything we need for that.
Is he going to make use of the football pads you
No,
bought?
it's like a costume. Who knows?
Okay. Because, he couldn't have reworn the...
I mean, we could make him wear his real stuff.
That would be entertaining.
I think I did that one year.
I can see that.
We had football pads. My whole neighborhood ended up getting pads for Christmas. The whole setup. So we played full contact full contact anyway. Backyard football, but we actually had pads. Helmets, shoulder pads,
safety
pants,
first.
Everything. I think it made it more dangerous, to be honest.
Hit harder.
Yeah. You completely forget that you're hitting a kid that's I don't know, a year or two younger than you.
Yeah,
that was me.
It's like Billy from down the street. So you
Yeah.
got to tackle him.
Yeah, I was the youngest.
Oh, so
in this group, so I was the one getting hit by the bigger people.
Another piece of the puzzle.
But it was all good. It was fun. But anyway, I think I went as a dead football player, which is kind of funny because I didn't talk to him about that at all.
It just happened.
It just happened. Jessica showed me. She rolled her eyes. She didn't really want to order it for him.
Yeah, I believe that.
I think she expected me to sympathize with her, and I was like, "Well, just let him be that."
Yeah, it's not worth the fight. It's Halloween.
Well, he wanted to be Santa Claus.
Okay.
And she was like, "No, You can't be Santa Claus. You can't be Santa Claus for Halloween. I'm like, why not? It's a costume.
It's probably on sale right now.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, of course, kid across the street is being Santa Claus. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was kind of funny because I showed it to her. She's like, well, Parker's not being Santa Claus.
Like, she literally just ruined his entire Halloween.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's what they're going to be. I don't know. What were some of the things you dressed up as?
As a kid, I don't really remember a whole lot. Now, college was different because the costumes changed when you became 18, 19, 20, and were out and about on your own.
Actually, I think they were the same costumes.
They were. They were just, on much bigger people.
Yes.
Bigger bodies. So
Pretty sure they were buying the same size.
Yeah. But instead of being an entire costume as a witch, it magically became a halter top.
Or just a bra.
Crop top.
Or a bra.
Yes.
Yeah,
and fishnets.
Yeah, those were fun times.
Yeah.
College Halloween parties were awesome.
Oh, yeah. Like, I remember, like, my first Halloween in college, and I did not trick or treat. I mean, obviously. And we really didn't have much of a Halloween party, but we just had a party. But we were drinking, like, random, like, Halloween-inspired mixed drinks, and then there was a hot tub, and
sounds like a fun Halloween.
It was a fun Halloween.
I remember the Halloween parties were fun. I don't really remember the Halloween parties.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Like, I think and I may be confusing Halloween parties with just our normal everyday Thursday GIFs from the fraternity, because those were always themed.
Good point.
So, one time, I did wear a toga made out of Natty Light boxes. Now, I don't know if that was for a toga party or for Halloween.
I feel like you should do that again.
I'm not drinking that much Natty Light.
Okay, how about White Claw?
That could probably happen.
I mean, if we would have saved boxes over the summer.
We could do a White Claw toga.
Yeah. I can see it happening.
It'd be kind of funny. It's a lot of effort, though.
Your wife will never be prouder.
That's for sure. But yeah, the costumes in college, the female costumes definitely got pretty slutty.
Oh, yeah. That seems to be a very...
But I think
still common.
I think it's gone even further now.
Oh, yeah. The line just gets pushed every year.
Yeah, like what the girls were wearing back then, and maybe it's because we were younger and I was cool with it. Now
I'm still cool with it, but...
Well, yeah. But now it's like even the younger girls are starting to wear that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like, I
And that's
cannot
not
imagine
cool.
having a teenage daughter... teen, that age group.
Thank God for COVID, no Halloween parties.
I could not, because I see some friends and their kids on social media, and I'm like, no. I know I'm like hours away. No, make her change.
I'll say that to Jessica all the time. We'll be out doing something, and a girl will walk by, like a young girl, and I'm like, God, thank God I don't have a daughter, because I would kill them. If they dressed like that.
But you have your oldest going, hey.
Yeah, but I only have to worry about 2 penises, not all the penises. Okay?
Okay.
So that's my theory on that. I got to worry about 2 penises and making sure they know what they're doing.
So is that going to be the title of this episode?
Maybe. I don't know about that. two male co-hosts talking about they only deal with 2 penises.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but anyway, yeah. Thank God I don't have a daughter. I don't know what I'd do about when they got to the age where they start dressing the way they dress.
Yeah, you just you drink.
I already drink.
You could turn it up a notch. And then you would have your White Claw toga.
There we go. But, yeah, like, I'm trying to remember. So, a lot of the times, you go as a vampire, you go as a witch, you go as I think one time I was the scarecrow from the Yellow Brick Road. What the hell is
Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure my mom did that one.
I don't
think that was my choice.
Here's your costume.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Once I got a little bit older, it was always like a skateboarder or a zombie skateboarder or a biker, like a BMXer, a dead BMXer. I think I did go as a football player one time. Just like, but I never went but they were never store-bought costumes, like I feel like. I feel like they were all like whatever we had at home.
Take what you had and you worked it.
Yeah. Like maybe like the vampire teeth and the blood was like a kit or whatever, but that's okay. But now it's like every costume my kids have come from the store, but I'm cool with it because Jessica's not going to be making a costume.
No. Although I did enjoy when I lived in my old neighborhood, you would see the parents who went all out on the Halloween costumes for their entire family. Like mom and dad are walking down the street and they're dressed as like the Mad Hatter and the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland in these like movie ready costumes. And you're like, that took some time and those were not cheap. And then you see the kids and they're like Alice and like the rabbit from the movie. And you're just like, wow, those are good costumes too.
Yeah, like I respect the people who put that much effort into it.
Yeah. Now, some people like Halloween.
I think if I was doing like, because Jessica and I never go to parties or anything, but if I was doing like a Halloween party now, I would probably put a lot of effort into the costume.
Oh, yeah.
Because I did in college. I mean, everybody did. It was fun.
No, yeah. I mean, it was a fun thing to do. And I'm a bigger guy, so I remember going to one of the Halloween shops in town. This is pre-Amazon Prime 2-day delivery to your house, makers. Everyone. And I went down, I bought a Fred Flintstone costume.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
And I'm like, okay.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yep. Just walk around.
Yeah, the Bam Bam was always a common one when I was a kid.
Yeah, I can see that.
Bam Bam.
And based on the way my shed looks, there's a chance that costume is out there in a tub somewhere.
Pull it out and recycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be fun to go to stuff like that now, but life happens. COVID
and right now, yeah, you really can't do a whole lot of.
You can do a virtual Halloween party.
Yeah,
we'll set that up on Zoom.
I just don't.
Everybody's invited.
Just sponsored by the Belly Flop.
There we go. Bring your own beverage.
Yeah.
Beverages.
Beverages, yes. We encourage multiple.
Have a good camera, for God's sake, though.
Yeah, these Apple laptops with their 720p.
Yeah, it's kind of
webcam.
Fancy.
Of course, I feel like until the past 6 months, webcams were kind of like okay, yeah, there's a camera in your laptop, but more of an afterthought than a.
Yeah, that was like I just bought a bunch of new laptops for work, and we had to make sure they had cameras in them, and it's just a nightmare to deal with.
But, you can use this the 1 or 2 times a year you may need to video conference, and then the rest of the year it's just, you had the people putting their tape over top of it so that way they couldn't be hacked.
Tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
Brings you back to Halloween, though.
It does, yes.
Tinfoil hats, everybody, custom-made costumes. It's always funny, though, when you see, like, the people... I mean, it's not funny, but when you know the people tried hard to make a costume.
Oh, yeah.
And failed miserably. It is funny to an extent.
I feel like we've all had those projects or whatever you're doing where you get to a certain point and you're like, screw it. I'm done.
Fuck it. This is how it's going to be.
It. I'm over it. I'm past that point.
Yeah, it's
done with it.
And it's funny when you can tell a parent got that way with their kid's costume. And they just don't care at all.
Every parent, well, hell, you are a parent. They have had that moment where they're like, okay, and it is like 2 a.m. They haven't slept. They have to wake up in like 3 or 4 hours. And they're out there like trying to hot glue a tail onto something. And they're like, no.
Well, that's going to be us this week because for Parker's class, he has to decorate a pumpkin based off of a character from a book that he's read and then give a book report. And so he has chosen the wonderful character of Captain Underpants. And if you don't know who that is, it's the principal of a high school that when a kid snaps his fingers, he becomes Captain Underpants, which means he strips off his clothes down to his tighty whities and wears a cape. And he's a superhero, apparently. I don't know. It's whatever, but of course that's what he picks. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be super gluing a cape to a pumpkin and draw because it's already painted. We got it set up and painted. Now we got to like glue underwear on it, and
I'm going to need you to go Facebook Live during this process just to get the full experience.
We might have to post it, but it's going to be something like that where you're just like at the end, you're just like, God, why did we let him pick this? Why couldn't we have picked something easy?
Actually, I want to watch for the meltdown that is inevitably going to happen where you start screaming. You're like, I'm done with this. Screw it. What the hell were they thinking? And then your wife tries to calm you down, but then she's like, I'm done. Going to bed. They're yours. Tag.
Yeah, because she wants to let Parker draw the face on this thing. And damn it if I'm going to let an 8-year-old ruin my pumpkin.
This is my science project.
Oh, it's funny how parents are like that.
Oh, I mean, it's natural.
No, but
I can't say anything, though. I remember being in, like, school and my mom doing the board for the science fair and that crap that you had to do. So, I mean, I really can't say a whole lot.
But, so yeah, that's our project is to decorate his pumpkin. But then Jessica's also going to pick up some pumpkins, I guess, this week so we can carve them with the kids.
It's that season.
Jack-o'-lantern time.
Yep. I've not carved a pumpkin, and it's been a long time.
I hadn't. I don't think I ever did it in college. Like, I don't remember ever doing
I don't
it
remember
in college.
ever.
And then...
Because you were too busy drinking Natty Light.
That's right. And then it just popped up on... Because it is that time of year. It just popped up on my Tom Hop app, like, I guess... I want to say 12 years ago, 11 years ago. Jessica and I went over to some friends and carved pumpkins. And the pictures were up there. And, of course, there were shitty cell phone camera pictures from back then. So you can hardly see what any of the pumpkins were.
That palm trio.
Yeah. But I always have fun. But, you know, my OCD kind of takes it to the next level. Like, I'm really particular on my pumpkin carving. And
oh, yeah. I think that would be an issue for you.
I always pick, like, the most complex pattern, too.
Well, yeah, it can't be simple.
Like, I think I did the Headless Horseman that year. Riding the horse.
Oh, so I mean, obviously a very good beginner attempt.
Intricate pumpkin carving. Yeah, so, but I've helped the kids carve them. Like, I don't think we did any for a while after that. And then I think I've helped Parker and Grayson carve theirs the last couple of years.
So I was watching YouTube and this guy was trying to carve a pumpkin. But I remember like having like the pumpkin carving.
Little kits.
Little kit tool thing you would pick up at the supermarket.
Yeah, they're like $27.
Yes. Well, I remember them being like $4, but yes. It's been a while.
Now they come with a book, so you can get templates.
Yeah. And it's called a stencil. Mm-hmm. I just remember like, you know, using this thing and it was like jagged or whatever and it would cut through the pumpkin. I saw a guy on YouTube trying to do it with a chef's knife. And I'm not going to lie, it was not a video that I would have watched. But it's kind of like the car wreck that everyone slows down to watch, or you know they say it's a train wreck you have to slow down to observe. I watched the whole video of him carving a pumpkin because in the first minute I was completely waiting for him to like injure himself somehow.
Oh, for sure, gonna cut a finger off.
Yeah,
using a butcher knife.
I mean, it was a huge chef's knife, and he's just like hacking at this pumpkin, and I'm like, this is not going to end well. Yes, I want to watch this in 4K. Thank you, Apple TV.
Yes. I want to see this finger cut off.
Yes.
Yeah, that is... I wonder what the stats are on how many injuries occur during pumpkin carving.
There has to be. And especially, like, kids.
Google that.
Process.
We'll see what the injuries are. But, carving pumpkins is fun. It's something fun for the kids. And, I mean... I don't even know the history of jack-o'-lantern. I probably should. I probably did at one point. But, like, the name, I guess you put a candle in them and light them. And I don't really ever do that, I feel like. Basically just carve them, set them on the porch. They rot. You throw them over the hill.
Pumpkin carving makes up 44% of all Halloween-related injuries. This is...
Only 44%.
Apparently, according to UPI.com... more than 3,000 people were injured carving pumpkins in 2017.
3,000 people hurt themselves.
Last year, pumpkin carving accounted for nearly 3,200 of the 16,700 Halloween-related injuries in U.S. ERs.
Well, what other kind of Halloween-related injuries are happening here?
I am getting to that because I am slightly curious. Pumpkin carving is a fun activity, but can result in serious cuts on the hand and injuries to bones and tendons.
Well, I guess this is why those little kits are like really shitty.
Yeah, I mean,
knives. They're not very sharp.
consider allowing children to use stickers instead of carving.
What the hell is that?
That's
That's a PSA I've ever heard one. Bullshit. But we did let the kids paint pumpkins when they were little. I guess it's.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I mean, you're gonna give like a
And like the school, they want you to paint this pumpkin, not cut it up.
yeah.
They don't want to. They don't want to get sued. Well, they don't want to get sued. Somebody cut their hand off. Oh, you told us to make this pumpkin.
Apparently, a lot of the other injuries are distracted walking, like children walking out in front of cars.
Oh, well, that's not funny. I thought you meant like tripping over
children
the sidewalk.
falling on sidewalks.
Oh my god. Well, it's City of Huntington.
Walking into other people.
How do you get hurt walking into somebody? I guess if they got like shit sticking off of them because it's Halloween.
Yeah, I have no idea.
In the eye. Okay, that's just something.
Also, apparently, children, according to Google,
choking,
get injured from flashlights, being hit in the head with flashlights. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna get off Google now.
Oh, that's interesting stuff.
I mean, it is definitely not something that I would have thought about. I mean, how do you walk into someone? Anyway.
Gotta look in your candy bag while you're walking, trip over the sidewalk, which could happen in Huntington because the sidewalks are shit. Especially in like the neighborhoods where they haven't repaired them yet. They're bad,
yeah, that's definitely
where the trees have all rooted up through the sidewalks. But pumpkin carving can be a good time.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely an enjoyable family activity. I mean, up until a few minutes ago, I believed it to be pretty low risk.
Well, and you get to like some salted pumpkin seeds out of it.
I do love some
Those are
pumpkin
good.
seeds. Another good pumpkin product, and no, I'm not saying pumpkin spice, is pumpkin beer. I mean, we're in fall beer season.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're already starting to get released.
I mean, we have.
Well, one of my favorites is I like a good fall beer. Even though I hate pumpkin spice everything, pumpkin spice beer is fine. Pumpkin by Southern Tier.
Yes.
Every time I have it, it's so good.
And it is not a lightweight beer either.
It's an Imperial IPA or Imperial Ale. I don't know, something like that. It's not an IPA. It's an Imperial.
It is heavy and it is potent.
Yeah, it's pretty high alcohol content, but man, it's delicious. And then you've got Sierra Nevada has one, a pumpkin something, pumpkin ale. I think that's what it's called. I can see the picture.
Pumpkin is a Imperial Ale.
Okay. So it's probably running like 8% alcohol, maybe higher, on average.
It is. They actually now have a cold brew coffee pumpkin.
Oh my heavens!
Alex is now
I'm fully converted. This. I'm making them at home.
It is a. Yeah, we did the freshly ground coffee. You can make your own cold brew.
Yeah, I'm doing that a lot.
So the cold brew coffee pumpkin is 8.6%.
Oh, it's alcoholic?
Yes.
Oh my. I'll need that every day for work.
Or do you?
Well, I mean, yes. Some days.
Okay, it's the same percentage as regular.
8.9, right? Yeah.
8.6.
6, okay.
So literally, I think they just add cold brew coffee to pumpkin.
Instead of water, they use pumpkin.
Yes, and I'm fine with that.
That's cool.
There are worse decisions.
Yeah, you've got Southern Tiers, or not, that is what we just talked about. You've got, what is it? It's Sierra Nevada. Is it pumpkin ale? I think that might just be what it's called.
It may be.
And then you've got Saranac has their pumpkin flavored beer, which is pretty good.
Yep.
And then you've got a whole host of these smaller breweries that release a ton of fall ales or beers.
Yeah, this is also the time like a lot of places are breaking out like their a little bit heavier flavors, like chocolate stouts, oatmeal stouts. People are doing
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
You got Einger's, which is always delicious. Great Lakes is one of my favorite Oktoberfest. Everybody's probably going to say, oh, Sam Adams. That shit sucks. But that's my opinion.
Opinion right here.
Right here. I have hard opinions on some things. Yeah, you got the ciders are big now, too. Those have really made a big push anyway.
Yeah. Actually, one just popped up, a caramel apple hard cider.
Ooh.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
That could be good. Well, and sour beers are making a big push right now. So those are, I'm interested to see what the fall beers of those taste like. New Belgium has a pumpkin tart out.
I'd like that.
To give that a shot. See if that's any good. And then you got the Saisons, which are always good. We made one of those once. If you remember. Did. Tasted like shit, but got you drunk real fast.
It was very alcoholic.
Amber beers are always good in the fall, and then stouts and porters, the heavy stuff that we've talked about before. So
what are your thoughts on like a flavored beer? Like, I mean, obviously you said
pumpkin.
You like pumpkin, but you're not really a huge pumpkin spice fan.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the pumpkin I like. It's one of my favorites.
It would be the 8.6% alcohol.
It's probably what it is. You know, I'm not big on like, I don't know. I started drinking craft beer through Blue Moon, which is, it's not flavored, but it's a wheat beer. People put oranges in it. I don't. But I started drinking that way, and then, you know, I like Leinenkugel Sunset Wheat, which is fruity. I don't know. I just like those beers. Actual flavored beers like pumpkin is good, but I don't know of any others that I'm a big fan of.
I was going to say, I aside from pumpkin, there's not many fall beers that I am in love with.
Well, I'm not a huge Oktoberfest guy. There's a few, like I said. Great Lakes is one of my favorites. It just depends. New Glarus has a couple, if you can get them around here.
So Sierra Nevada does have one that I always associate with Christmas, but it is apparently a fall beer. It's Sierra Nevada Celebration.
Oh, that's a delicious Christmas. Yeah. Is it a fall beer?
It is a fall beer. It is brewed in celebration of the hop harvest, in celebration for cold weather.
Man.
But definitely looking at the bottle, it says Christmas to me. But
yeah, I agree. Well, I don't know.
No, Christmas beer. I mean, we're definitely before that season, but
we'll get there.
That's
another
thoroughly
episode.
Enjoy that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. A lot of the spices they use at Christmas time are delicious.
Oh yeah.
So
that was one perk of going to Iceland, was just the amount of holiday beers they had everywhere.
Right.
Of course, maybe if we were allowed in Iceland right now, they would have fall beer.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Maybe next year. Have to figure it out. The Golden Retriever just brought a couple squeaky toys in the room, so I'm pretty sure our quiet time is going to be non-existent in about a minute.
And I got to get home and get the kids to bed.
So yeah. Everyone have a great week. Have a good weekend. Take care.
And remember to subscribe, rate, review. Hopefully you like the podcast. If you do, let your friends know.
Yeah. Leave us reviews. We'd like to see the feedback and see what everyone is saying. And
interact with us on social media. At BellyFlopCast on Instagram and Twitter. I think that's right.
Sounds right. And then our personal socials are on there. So if you are listening and you're thinking we are completely full of crap, let us know. Tell us we're full of crap.
Send us a message.
Yeah. Y'all.
We appreciate you listening.
Have a good one.